Hello, Warriors. I just made Alexis and Mike my Trading Warrior brothers today. I know it's probably one of the highlights of your life, Mike. And
What is the
the trophy
initiation?
is,
What's the initiation of mafia is they cut you in the hand and they light up a piece of they light a piece of Mary on fire. What do I have to do to get in this club?
well,
Lose seven figures?
we have club jackets
Oh, okay, that's
called the
good. Okay,
Trading Warrior Brothers.
that's
What do you
fine.
think?
No problem. Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So anyway, the
like
war
that.
tomorrow, the Fed. Okay, everything's about yields. We had a
Yes.
sticky inflation number. Yields tried to pop a little bit here. My bias is that yields recover, and we rally back to about 4.5 or so, 460.
I could see it.
I'm not sure what the catalyst would be. It wasn't the CPI. We have central banks everywhere this week, ECB, I think even BOE. So a lot of things happening
A lot
with,
of symbols.
yeah, a lot of central bank action. And that's going to be the key for the dollar. Yesterday put out a sell in the room at 104.20 and took part of it before the CPI today. So, you have pretty defined areas here in the Dixie. We take out today's lows. We're going to challenge these lows, which I don't know should be pretty good for risk, right? And we get through
We'll
like
take enough
four,
of that. That's no. We have no problem with that.
yeah. So above here, I think you could get to 105 or so. So a lot's going to depend on the Fed. I find that gold's really due for something counter trend, and it just doesn't have it yet.
Yeah.
It's
Let's wait. It's
yeah,
painful if you not if you initiate and you're waiting.
yeah.
It's painful.
There
Well,
are some
i.e., for example,
shares.
our boy H in the room is getting hurt in the oils.
Oh well, gosh, that was the weakest sector. It's the only thing that did not participate in the November rally, and
It's what keeping the market bullish.
the XLE going
Well,
down.
outside of the outside of some mega cap, yeah.
Okay. All right, because the XLE, broke down. Here's crude. Okay, so a while ago, $62 crude was kind of a real aggressive call, but I had this line here for a long time, so it's going to come in
Leave it
down
there.
around the
Right.
60s. Yeah, um, I think we're going there. Should have some type of bounce, but
Mm-mm.
um, yeah, it's not time for the oils. It will be time for the oils, but uh, maybe
When
not
it's
even
time for
time
the
for
oils, Apple's
commodities.
going to be down $14 when it's time for the oils one day. Believe me.
Okay, all right. Well, Apple is, you brought it up. Just want to show an intraday chart on Apple. I'm not saying it's done anything wrong, but
Oh,
there is a interesting little formation here. If this gap is not filled that it left, I don't know why it came in sharply lower yesterday and they took it down, but you could see it left a gap up when we went to 96, almost 96, and it left a gap down Monday. And if it can't fill it and takes out the recent lows, which is the 2 week reversal, 91.30, something is vulnerable for 180 in a hurry, Mike. Now we could just blast a new, get another high too. But it this negative action from Monday, even though S&Ps have just kept grinding higher, Apple hasn't really recovered those losses. So um, if we get a pop in yields, I would think maybe the market corrects a little bit. S&Ps maybe no one thinks it could happen. Um,
that's when
but
they
I
do.
even I even talked to a guy who's an Elliotician today, Mike. He's pretty good, and he's
Yeah, go
calling
ahead.
this a five. He has higher levels for where it may terminate, but we're in like five, and he's not a big bear, but he says then we could have a correction,
No, not
maybe
to
back.
placate coach. I've heard that
Yeah,
too. I have.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and it
So
is.
I look at things like this, Mike. And this is not the Mag 7. Talking about cat and deer.
Coach.
Maybe it's China. Is it
No,
China?
just pull up one stock. BA is the symbol. Maybe you've heard of it. Heard of
BA?
Boeing?
Oh, yes.
you put up a chart, BA? Just take a look at that.
Does it look like Oracle does today?
No, it doesn't. It looks the opposite, although noted on Oracle, which the market's shrugging off Oracle.
It couldn't fill the first gap, and now it's left another monster gap.
But you know what?
But
Oracle was the first one to go down when the market, when the tech started to pull back the last time, coach.
okay,
There you go,
yeah, I
Bo.
remember. We were
Oracle was
looking.
I'll show my charts later. Oracle was the first one to flinch when the market pulled back the previous time. Anyway, there's
All right,
Bo.
yeah,
There you go.
Boeing's a moonshot. I see no, I see nothing. I mean, this momentum is, it's off the charts literally. Look, it's
I
probably like
just started
near
shorting.
90.
I just started shorting a little bit yesterday, and I'm down precipitously.
Okay, that's how
Oh, you
yeah,
know
what
what?
in the parabolic,
Against
yeah.
my, I don't have any shares on it, but yeah.
Are you you made a great call in this. I don't know if you're still with it, but this was last week.
Yes, I did.
It's still could be a little head and shoulders if we take this out, Mike.
I agree.
This 44 could take it down to the 50 day.
Well, the good thing is the sweep started drying up. I haven't seen a sweep in about. I'm also short this UEC, Coach. That's another
Yeah,
one you book.
you're right.
You have it. You have it there, don't you? What do
Yeah,
you
and
mean?
yeah, and here's cash uranium. So, uranium looks vulnerable to me.
I do
I
too.
mean,
Like that.
I think lower oil is also, part of it, right? I
Yes, it
mean, the
is.
just the demand for energy, and this is an energy play. It's been a great performer, but you know what? It may be enter like a wave two. But I'm keeping powder dry for the silver shares.
I love that. I love
That's
that.
my preferred long of all the miners are silvers, if you know the financials on the company. So waiting for that. And here's the one that, has not deviated from the whole scenario. I think you know what I'm going to pull up.
FSM.
Yep. So,
I looked at it.
here we are, you know, had the first break, but look at the momentum. It looks like Boeing, right? It was 90, 85 or so. So it could do something like this. This was the first break, and then we get some type of failing rally, and then pull back towards 320 to
Pardon.
310, and that's where you buy it, and you're wrong under the lows. So I'm waiting on that because I think it could be a core position. I'm hearing some outrageous numbers for where the metals are going to go in the next couple of years. They're going to enter some type of parabolic phase. So, um, want to be there. So, what are you doing, Mike? You still short chemical?
I'm shorting now. I'm
Okay.
actually shorting the market as we speak a little bit.
Okay.
Am I short Cameco? I'm short. Am I going? Am I on?
Yeah, you're on. I'm going to give you the charts here. I babbled enough.
Babel. I'm long Babel. Actually, I'm long Bumble.
There was a movie Babel with
I've
Brad
heard it.
Pitt. I
Here's my
didn't
AGQ
understand.
this morning.
I didn't
Speaking of
understand it.
speaking of gold AGQ, I came in long AGQ. I took a shot. Am I on the same? Hold on. Let me share screen. Hold on. Do share. There we go. My computer's slow. AGQ. I took a shot long. Sold at like 5:30 this morning.
Okay.
25.70. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking at those coaches, the stocks that are they're still going up. They're taking up the best of breeds. AMD. There's a chart on AMD.
Yeah,
There you go,
still looks good.
daily.
Yeah.
Broke the daily. Here you go, weekly.
Wow.
Even broke the weekly, a little bit of weekly. So AMD, they're taking that up.
Mhm.
Coin's very volatile. Avago, your old Broadcom, taking up all the semis. For example, MU. I'm sorry, that's a weekly. Avago. Let's go to the old Broadcom. That's really taking up the semis. Let's take up MU.
Wow.
Flagging. Let's take up Intel. Another one that's you might think those are bearish, but
No, I'm just saying that I
yeah,
wouldn't get
Uber.
long. I wouldn't get long right there.
No, nobody would. And that's why they keep going up because people short a little of it and then
Yeah.
cover a little bit and it goes up a little bit. There's not much,
Oh
there's
yeah.
not a
It's
lot
a
on heavy
squeeze.
volume.
A lot of
There's the
squeezing
chart
going
on
on.
Uber. All right, here's
Yeah.
a chart on Macy's got taken over, got downgraded or whatever you want to call it.
Who took over Macy's?
It's going to go private.
Oh, okay.
DocuSign, my worst short in a long time, 3-day up. Stock went from 44 to 55. As a matter of fact, that's not even 44. That stock was like 38 after reported. I'm a horrible short. Horrible short. I'm upset. Uber. There's my uniform. They're coming in a little bit. CF. I kind of like these ag short. There's the chart on CF daily. Here's the
Yeah.
chart on MOS. I kind of like these a little bit. They're not barn burners, but they're evident about rotation, and they're also cyclical with a lot of. They go to
You
oil.
want to be short these
Yeah,
agricultural
yeah,
related
you do.
ones. Okay.
Yeah, you do at the moment.
Can you pull
Uh,
up, since you brought that up, can you pull up an ETF on wheat? There's quite a
wheat.
few of them. Techrium, I think, has an ETF on it. There you
That's
go.
it.
Now, I was going to bring that up before you talked about ag related stuff. Looks good.
Okay. Well, the stocks are.
Uh,
Don't
It's
stocks lead
taken a
the.
long time. Look how long it's based out.
Don't stocks lead the commodity though, Coach?
That's been, making new lows for a few. Look, I've been looking for a bottom in grains, telling people
Oh, I
to
follow it. Please.
build silos. For 2 years, I've been saying, be like Joseph in the Bible and build silos and just store grain in there. And
All
then
right.
one day you'll have it when it's expensive. You could sell it or share it with your neighbors.
I just don't want to pack. I just don't want to pack 100,000 WEAT right away, right? You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
works. I get. I'm just not tuned into the trade. I get it. It actually
yeah,
does look okay. I'm not going to lie,
yeah.
but as opposed to
It's
the
the
other
best of
ones,
the group. Looks better than corn. I think better than beans. But they don't move. They don't necessarily move together. Might be a good, like couple trade where you're short the
fish.
stocks and long the commodity. Anyway,
Let's look. I wanted to point. I
you've
want
just
point
been
point something
riding a
out.
lot of stuff, man.
What's that?
You've been riding a lot of stuff long.
Oh yeah, but now I'm riding a lot of shorts now because I think the market. Today's the first time I started shorting, so beware.
Okay.
Snap. Look at this. Now Snap. All right. Now is
Uh,
Snap going to pull an Oracle? Hold on. Am I looking at my charts? Is Snap
yeah.
going to pull an Oracle, or
Why are they
is Snap,
reporting earnings?
or is Snap or something like a General Motors or a Boeing? Is this going? God forbid if this isn't sell the news. What is going to propel? What I'm saying is, you have to wait until the next earnings to see really what's under the hood. This stock could
Okay.
either correct 10% in base and then flag, or it could pull an Oracle.
Are you
Or
getting any bearish option sweeps to back up what your intuition and trader instincts are telling you?
no, so that
No?
means I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I want to point out a couple of things here. Uh, Anti-Vixen sell signal. I started one. I'm very, and I posted on. You know what? Let me go. This is the Jesus feed, as everybody knows. But let me go back to TradeGATEHub because I want everybody to not just understand that I do. If there's any doubt, and there shouldn't be, but for anybody who's new, I point. I mean, I really put what's relevant. All right. So Lewis was smart enough to ask about Mike. I think we should check in China flows. Ironically, as your video is going up here, here's what they did. Massive calls, MCHI, 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 all in a row. 2,000 calls. Hold
And
on.
they're maize. They're
Hold on.
maize.
MCHI, more. Buyers with an appetite. Going out long. Coach, I don't think I've ever seen, I don't have to exaggerate. The point has been made. But I'm telling you, well, hold on, let me
People
go to
are
here.
bottom picking China here because the
No, but they were,
FXIs.
no, I've never seen it before. There were so many MCHI, MCHI. Right here it should be. Whatever. Where's MCHI? Roblox are getting into
Let's see
some
the
calls.
chart.
Yeah, it's nothing sexy. You know what? It almost looks like wheat. Actually, it looks worse than wheat, but similar to a degree. Actually,
I
wheat
don't
bounced
see it.
already. Oh, coach, I'm not an octopus. Hang on.
All right. Where do you find good octopus nowadays, man? Huh?
What's that?
Where do you find a good octopus nowadays?
At my restaurant about 6 miles from here, they grill it and char beautifully with a little
Squid?
olive oil and
What is it?
jalapeno.
Calamari? Is
Yeah,
that?
no,
Huh?
it's the octopus.
All right.
Here's the chart on MCHI. Now you can go to any other one you want. Why did they pick this one? They could have gone to a K web.
What do they do?
It's
Internet? Chinese internet?
we're gonna look it up afterwards.
All
I
right.
don't know yet. I
All
don't
right.
know.
Well, they
MCSI
think
China.
they took all the longs out under that low from October, and they're thinking maybe that was
Right.
a shakeout, and now we're going to turn
I
and do
know.
something like we did back in October from
But you
here.
know what? You want to go look at another one. Another one that's acting like Uber and Boeing is PDD. I mean, that stock is the China the best. That's it. The other one's nothing. It's PDD and nothing. Here's Baba.
Yeah, Bob
Here's
Elite. Yeah,
JD. I bought it in
yeah,
the
but
fund. I sold it nicely. Thank God I didn't hold this.
they downgraded 8 Chinese banks last week.
What's a China? Which one is it? Oh, that's CCC.
Moody's,
Oh, yeah.
Moody's, and China says they don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they're right.
Well, what are they
Anyway,
going to say? We agree.
yeah.
You're right, guys. We're not stable anymore. That's the last thing that will come out of their mouth.
Yeah.
AMD. Here we go. Let me just go to my feed and what I do. Dollar VIX new 52-week low.
Jeez.
USO crude low. Lilly near the lows. AMD's the highs continue. Bitcoin near the lows. So, there's rotation as I come up here. ABBV calls, AMD more calls. Avago, I brought it up before. Short term, I bet. December 15th, December 23rd. They're trying to ride the squeeze. Nobody wants to pay, Avago's $580. They'd rather go with the calls and pay $4 for a little chunk. So that's why they're so, that's all, coach.
So what's
It's
that mean?
what's that mean?
Yeah, why would they're more they get more leverage that way.
Yeah, Lavago. Look, here's Avago right here. Hold on. Here's my Avago's what is this for? Something's halted? Oh, it's open. Something was
The
halted.
one
This
day options, do you ever trade them, Mike? The ODTE or whatever they are?
no.
They
I'd
say
love
that
I'd love to because the
volume
faster
is
the faster the
gone.
market, the better I am. But I'm not gonna but yet again, I'm not gonna go against any type of algo. Do I trade it? No. I
Yeah,
think I
okay.
have an obligation considering with TradeView and the management that been asking me to trade Forex or currencies. I think I would rather go there. Uh, I think it's the same premise to a degree because it's a little faster. Uh, but the answer is no, I don't trade them.
Okay. What
So
does
it's
Avago do?
it's the old Broadcom. It's
Oh,
semi.
that's right. Yeah. And you saw, I noticed in the room, and people are watching this. Mike puts a lot of great content out before the opening, and
I'm going to
yeah,
start. Sorry.
yeah. And yesterday he was talking about semiconductors. The sweeps were lighting up the screen, and then look at
Soxel.
what happened today. Yeah,
I'm going to show him. I have
yeah,
to, coach. And I don't know,
yeah.
this is not an I told you so thing, but it's not too far back as you look at the Soxel chart
See,
here.
so like every idea doesn't have to be original, okay? But just being alerted to something where people are voting with their wallet, which is what option sweeps are.
Well,
And
coach,
they're not always right. Mike, what would you say they have better than a 50% hit rate
what
when
is?
they do these sweeps?
Uh, Coach, I don't want to. I think we're under legalities here, but I think it's a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit better than that. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
I'm not
It
going to
seems like it.
overpromise.
If it was just 50%, I don't think you'd pay as much attention.
No, I wouldn't. But you know what? I also have a couple of other indicators.
You
Obviously,
could just talk to me
no, that's fair.
if you wanted 50%.
No, don't say that. But this is what I said yesterday. This was where a day ago. Tons of Soxel calls. This
Yeah,
was yesterday. Avago, lift calls.
yeah,
Correct. I was wrong on Docu. That was $2 ago. I should have covered. Uh, VIX so low, so there are few reversals. The VIX is
yeah,
making a year low.
yeah,
Uber, this was yesterday ripping. It's still ripping.
yeah.
So I'm trying to listen. I'm active and I do a lot when it's necessary, but I also wanted to understand that sometimes it's not, I don't want to be too fast and furious and realize that I have to even go into New Year that it's quality over quantity. And if I say it, it's important instead of I mean, I point things. I want to find a happy medium to just pointing things out or saying what's more serious.
Okay,
So everybody's got to ask. You can't be shy in this room. Certainly, we're not. Uh, and we'll leave it there.
okay, Mike. Good hunting into the Fed tomorrow. I want to just let our listeners know that David Hunter will be with us tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. And David's the most bullish bear on the street. And Mike, I think he's raised his targets in the S&P to 7,000.
Well, you know what? At this point, Coach, he's got there. It is right. He's
Yeah,
got a. I guess he's got a right to. Is that how to put it?
yeah, and then he's going to also he's starting to talk about the aftermath once we peak, once the
Well, I
bubble
wish
peaks.
he should stop putting his head. You know what I mean? Quit putting his
Huh?
head. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're a good bullish call, but
He wants to prepare people.
well, that's fine. We're going to be
Yeah,
prepared. And by the
well,
way,
yeah,
another example of Dale getting a top notch analyst or follower or however you want to articulate it. Again, proving that TradeGate Hub is just like TradeView Markets is stronger than ever, and there's no stopping here. I'm certainly not going anywhere, and Coach isn't. So VIX close to 5-year lows, Microsoft highs. So you know what? Keep in the room. They're high level opinions, and I would say pretty much expert on a good variety of financial instruments, at least maybe not always acting upon them, but knowing where to go and what to do. And we appreciate
yeah,
that and everybody tuning in.
yeah. Learn from Mike about option sweeps. They're one of the best tells I've seen for a long time.
Yeah, they are,
Like
Coach.
they're like even more reliable than divergences. So yeah, Tesla still looks like the truck's not going to do it for him.
No, it's in, yeah, and some of my other
Yeah,
stock is pulling
yeah.
back to it. This freaking bastard.
All right, buddy. Don't just count your pips, count your blessings. See everyone in the room. See you tomorrow for David Hunter.
Okay, guys, take care and cheers. And it's Helene. All right, everybody, cheers.
All
We'll see
right,
you in the room.
you want me to? I'll bring Helene back in January.
She's got to come in.
All right, I haven't talked to her in a while. All right,
Okay,
adios,
cheers,
Mike.
everyone. Thanks, Alexis, too, in the background. Always great
Yeah,
help. And
good job, man.
we'll see you later in the room.
He's now my trading warrior brother.